Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school is marching on. Sunday school is Come on, clap with her. Here we go, say Sunday school. Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school is marching on. S-U-N-D-A-Y-S-C-H-double-L, Sunday school is marching on. Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school, Sunday school is marching on. S-U-N-D-A-Y-S-C-H-double-L, Sunday school is marching on. It's marching on. It's marching on. Marching on. Marching on. Marching on. Sunday school is marching on. S-U-N-D-A-Y-S-C-H-double-L, Sunday school is marching on. It's marching on. It's marching on. Marching on. Marching on. Marching on. It's 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 marching on. Marching on. Sunday school is marching on. S-U-N-D-A-Y-S-C-H-double-L, Sunday school is marching on. Sunday school is marching on. Clap wherever you are. Ready? Sunday is marching on.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody that I see. Good morning to each and every one of your beautiful faces. Welcome to the 54th edition of Saturday Morning Sunday School. We are excited once again to be here with you all. Hello, hello. So, hello, Mr. Henderson. How are you? Hello, everybody. We do have people in our background audience, but their cameras is off, so I cannot do my theatrical introduction as I do. So please do make sure that you do have your cameras on. I am by myself today. I was going to be presenting with my little sister. I was going to be presenting with her, but she had a basketball game last night. And as you know, basketball games, your body is sore, your body's tired. So I was not going to wrestle. I was not going to bother her. I'm going to let her do her rest. I am not with Elder Peyton today either. He's gone ministering out. So we are praying for him as he is like ministering now. He told me that by the time Saturday morning Sunday school started, he was going to be already doing his own presentation. So it's just like by myself today. But no, I'm kidding. But I am honored to be here in front of all of you guys. Once again, thank you so much. That just made me so happy on the inside. You don't know how nervous I am. Even though I've done this 54 times, coming to you guys, it's still a bit but anyway, we have a lot of things planned ahead of us. So I put the link in the comment section. I put it again if you do want your youth to join us, so they can be active in our questions and our just different presentations and everything. So we're gonna have a Kahoot. We're gonna watch a video. It's gonna be extremely interactive. You're just not going to hear me. Like I say, I don't like talking. I don't like lectures, and I'm lecturing. I am. But so let's just get started. Thank you. Thank you all for your lovely support. Thank you so much. Yes, the 54th already. It's crazy. So we do have Sophia and JJ. I believe that's Joseph back there in our student audience. But like I said again, their comments, I'm looking at the comments. Their cameras are off. So if you guys would please turn, there's our beautiful Sophia. Hi. You look so pretty. I like your hair.
Oh, thank you.
I understand completely. It looks so cute. I like the side look is given. It's given.
Thank
It's given.
you.
Let me see. Okay, I got you. Don't worry. I hope I did not call you Joseph. If I called you Joseph, I apologize. I meant Josh, because our lesson is on Joseph today, so now my head's like Joseph. But anyway, oh, mine are too. And then I'm sorry. I'm praying for you, okay? Because I know allergies suck. They suck, man. But Sophia, how are you on this morning? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm doing fine. I just saw Josh's camera. I'm gonna put you on in just a second so you can get yourself together. I know I don't like those kind of things. Thank you so much. Okay, there's Josh. Hi.
Hi.
If you can tilt your camera sideways so those like bars can disappear. Yeah. And then have like it would, if you have your settings on like portrait, if you could change it to landscape, that would be nice. There it is. How are you? Uh-oh. Is he frozen? Or is that just me?
I'm good.
Okay, there you are. That's good to hear. And we have a newcomer, Gia. Hi, Gia. Your camera is off. If you would like to turn your camera on, I could gladly put you on screen with us. And yes, we are praying for those allergies. If nothing else, let me see. Okay, thank you. Audience in our chat, how are you guys? Let's I'm concerned. I want to. It's the Austin girls. Hi, girls. Oh, I didn't mean to put you on camera so soon. I'm sorry. How are you guys?
Good.
That's great. So good morning again to everyone who's just streaming. I'm just trying to stall for time so we can get ready and stuff. But let me see. Gia, she said she was going to bring that camera on and everything. So student audience, there's Gia. Let me see. What's a question I can ask? What did you guys do yesterday? I didn't go to school yesterday because I don't know. I have good grades enough, so I don't have to go to school. But I was also I just didn't feel like going. I don't feel like going. Is that bad? I'm a senior. I'm finna graduate. Is it bad for me to feel like I don't have to go to school? Is it bad? Just one day. Just one day. I don't feel like going. I don't have the mental strength. I'm tired from the week. This hectic week. We came back to school on Wednesday due to COVID, and that's another story for another day. But what did you guys do yesterday? We can start with the Austin girls, then Josh, then Sophia. Oh, and Gia. Hi. Okay, go ahead, Austin girls.
Yesterday, we had a half day of school, and it ended at 12:30, and then I had gymnastics later.
Oh, nice. Okay. Anyone else?
Yesterday, I just had a half day. That was it.
Nice.
Yes. Yesterday, I just went to go shopping with my mom.
That's so nice. Okay, that's nice. I love a good shopping with my mom. Okay, Josh. What you do yesterday?
Nothing eventful. I just went to school.
I got you. Sophia.
I just went to school too.
Okay, and then Gia.
I went to school.
Good. I'm getting chastised in the comments. I can't tell you guys not to go to school. Of course, go to school. I wasn't saying you can't go to school. But CPS has regulated 5 mental health days. I'm not saying that I took one, but it was a day for me to just relax with all the heavy different kind of stuff I'm like that. So I'm not telling y'all don't go to school. Please go to school, get your education, get your education, all of that good stuff. Of course, it's very important. I did not mean to tell you guys in that kind of way, so I do apologize. That's all our audience to right now. Again, if you do want to join, I put the link in the comments. If you need me to give it again, I surely can. But I stalled quite enough. So again, with me, okay, I'm getting requested to send it in the comments one more time. I'm gonna send it right now. There you are. And okay, so everyone, please grab your laptops, grab your phone, grab any and everything, because we're going to be using quizzes. Some things I do like to use as different platforms. We all know what quizzes is. I try to use it every single time I present, just to show how it's really nice to have and utilize technology as you are presenting. Like I said, I don't like lectures, so it's good to have a different kind of thing to help back you up. And there's Kyle. Hi. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
That's great. Okay, so let me present the quizzes, and then I'll give you guys a code and everything. Let me make sure I'm not showing y'all just yet. Okay. But in the meantime, Kyle, how are you?
Doing good.
That's great. I'm hearing dings from. I'm finna let everybody on. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to start this so you guys can see it. I apologize for the wait, and there it is. Hopefully, so I can present it to you all. It's running just a little bit slow this morning, and there it is. Okay, so. Who else joined? Oh, there go the Austin girls. Genesis. Hi, Genesis. How are you this morning?
Good.
That's great. Okay, everybody. And I saw your comment, Austin girls. You guys are fine. Our title of our lesson this morning is God Preserves a Remnant. If you would like to go to joinmyquiz.com and then enter the code 743533, you all will be able to join my lesson on today. Again, it says Team Micah, Team Michaela, my little sister. She joined. She had a basketball game last night. Her team won. Woohoo. But so she's really tired. Her body's sore. So I said, I'll just handle it today. I'm letting her get her rest in. So We're coming from Genesis 45, 3 through 15. And again, the title of our lesson is God Preserves a Remnant. If you would like to go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the game code 743533, you will be able to kind of follow along with our presentation today. Brother Stephanex, did I see you? I do. You're right here. Brother Steph, you're right here. Hi. Let me see. I will give it just a few more seconds before I do click start, but do not worry your little head. The game code will be at the bottom somewhere around here. If you can see my mouse, somewhere around here, where you can still join and be a part of the wonderful lesson on today. Oh, so many people. Okay, so we're going to get started. God preserves a remnant. Let me skip this. That's always popping up. Okay. Of course. With me, I like to ask just a few questions just to engage the audience. Let me change the platform. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm going to keep it like this. I got to move. Okay, but I like to just ask a series of questions beforehand just to see where you all are. Of course, you guys are beautifully smart and talented, but these are just a few questions. Our first question is, what is a remnant? What do you think it is? Please don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. Take a wild guess. What is a remnant? Have you ever heard the word before? If you have, what was the context? What was leftovers? Okay, leftovers. People are saying leftovers. Okay, so remnant. Okay. One thing, no, I'm gonna get ahead of myself if I say that. But okay, leftovers, a small group. Okay, a small group. Let's look at these answers. Amanda says leftovers. Cal says leftovers or remaining. Abrielle says leftovers. Bebe or BB says a small group. Genesis says a covenant. Joseph says leftovers. Quite interesting, guys. Our next question. Why do I always expose my questions? Okay. Our next question is, what does it mean to preserve something? Preservation. Have you heard the word before? What does it mean? And it's okay. If you don't know, put I don't know. If you don't care, put I don't care. It's okay. It's okay. It's something to engage you guys. Watching from Mississippi. Hey, Mississippi in the house. Okay. I'm going to give it, okay. So to keep or save, Kyle. To save it, Amanda. Okay, to save, Abrielle. Superman says to save something for later. Okay. Purple Penguin, that's a cute name, says save. Stefan says to maintain. And Ariana says to save something. All are beautiful definitions. Our next question. Okay, our next question is, can God allow, keyword allow, different relationships to fall apart or be brought back together based on people's actions? Let me read it again. Can God allow different relationships to fall apart or be brought back together based on people's actions? So let's say I always like messing with Genesis. Okay, let's say I hit Genesis. I just hit her. I'm not going to hit you, Genesis. And me and Genesis, she sent me a cute little card. I'm not going to show y'all because it's really cute. But it was like a cute little Christmas card. And it's right there too. But let's say that it was sent. And I hit her. I hit her really hard. And it's like, boom. That the relationship could definitely fall apart. It could, because I hit her for no apparent reason. She's been really nice. She's a bubbly, cute little 6-year-old, one of the cutest I've ever seen. And why that would damage the relationship because of my action. I hit her. So you guys said yes. God can allow different relationships to fall apart. Somebody said maybe. I want to know who that is, but I'll save that for later. Our next question. Oh, if you do want the code, it's right there. I don't know why that's in the face, but okay. What's an example of preserving something? Do anybody have an example they want to talk about? Do anybody have an example they remember? Anything like that. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving food. Okay. Thanksgiving, keeping old stuff. Yeah. That's a nice one. Food, absolutely. Thanksgiving. Putting something in the freezer for later. Come on here. Putting leftover dinner in Tupperware and placing it in the freezer. You finished Christmas dinner, but instead of throwing it out, you keep it for next week. Absolutely. Christmas, freezing it. Yes. These are so great examples. These are really nice examples of preservation. I heard someone. Okay. Let's go. I believe this is the last question. And it's kind of like a true or false. So it's just a simple true or false. God can let you go through tough times. Is that true? Do you not know? Or is that false? Simple. It's a simple true or false. Yep, he can. No, he can't. God can let you go through tough times. Everyone, 12 out of 12 people who's in this thing said yes. And true. Well, true. God, that is true. God can let you go through tough times. I was going to say something, but I'm going to get ahead of myself. Anyway, let's watch this video, shall we? So I'm going to take this off for just a moment. I'm going to take it off for just a little bit of a moment so we can watch this video. We're going to watch this video. Of course, it's about Joseph. Who else would it be about? Okay, it's going to be about Joseph. So let me full screen it. So watch, pay close attention, and then let's just go.
Well, remember how Joe had 11 brothers? Like everybody else,
they had to get food from Joe. And when they came, they didn't even recognize their brother. But Joe knew who they were. He secretly tested them to see if they changed. After all, they did throw him in a pit and sell him. Finally, he couldn't hide who he was from his brothers anymore. He told everyone to leave the room because he was about to cry. After sobbing for a few minutes, he told them, "I'm your brother Joseph. I'm the one you sold." The brothers couldn't believe it. They had hurt Joe, but God had taken care of him during the good times and the bad. Even with everything they had done to Joe, he forgave them because he was willing to follow God, even when it was hard. Joe told them, "You planned to harm me, but God planned it for good." And God used Joe to save many lives, including the family that was part of God's special rescue plan. And that's the story of Joseph. So in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Joe was his dad's favorite. His brothers sold him. Potiphar put Joe in charge. Joe was sent to jail. The guard put Joe in charge. Pharaoh had a bad dream. Joe told him what it meant. Pharaoh put Joe in charge. Joe's brothers had to come to him for food. Joe forgave them. This was part of God's rescue plan. And that's part of God's story.
Okay. That was a cute little quick recap from many lessons ago up to now. Very quick, very brief. But we're gonna kind of dive into the end part of the story. So let me share the screen again. I'm sorry for the quick back and forth. Please bear with me. We just watched it. Now let's read. Let's see what the Bible says. Of course, I will always use the Message Bible only because it helps I don't like saying dumb me down, but it helps explain stuff just a wee little bit better. Okay. So let's read it in the Message Bible. This is again Genesis 45, 3-15. It says, Joseph spoke to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father really still alive?" But his brothers couldn't say a word. They were speechless. They couldn't believe what they were hearing and seeing. Let me make sure you guys can see it. You guys can. I saw a comment. Thank you so much. "Come closer to me," Joseph said to his brothers. They came closer. "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. But don't feel badly. Don't blame yourself for selling me. God was behind it. God sent me here ahead of you to save lives. There has been a famine in the land for 2 years. The famine will continue for 5 more years. Neither plowing nor harvesting. God sent me on ahead to pave the way and make sure that there was a remnant in the land, to save your lives in an amazing act of deliverance. So you see, it wasn't you who sent me here, but God. He sent me He sent me in place as a father to Pharaoh, put me in charge of his personal affairs, made me ruler of all Egypt. Hurry back to my father. Tell him your son Joseph says, I'm master of all Egypt. Come as fast as you can and join me here. I'll give you a place to live in Goshen, where you'll be close to me. You, your children, your grandchildren, your flocks, your herds, and anything else you can think of. I'll take care of you there completely. There are still 5 more years of famine ahead. I'll make sure all your needs are taken care of, you and everyone connected with you. You won't want for a thing. Look at me. You can see for yourselves, and my brother Benjamin can see for himself that it's me, my own mouth, telling you all this. Tell my father about the high position I hold in Egypt. Tell him everything you've seen here, but don't take all day. Hurry up and get my father down here. Then Joseph threw himself on his brother's Benjamin's neck and wept. And Benjamin wept on his neck. He then kissed all his brothers and wept over them. Only then were his brothers able to talk with him. Ooh, okay. So let's discuss. Let's see what the Bible is telling us. Now, immediately, what's one thing? Let me do this. Okay, immediately, what's one thing that you can get from you can get from the lesson, like just from reading the scriptures is what I'm trying to say. Thank you. What's one thing you picked up on? That could be anybody. It don't have to be it could be something we already know. It could be something that like, let me do it for example. Goshen. If you know Donald Lawrence, you know that song. Kyle gave me a little small smirk. You know the song? But yeah, we pray Goshen over you. So I was like, oh, Goshen, yeah. So what's something else that it just picked up or dawned on you or something like that? And the people in the comments can also answer. And if you don't have an answer, that is A-okay. If not, wait, is the Awesome Girls writing? You guys typing? Okay, I see it. Okay, I got you. No worries. But let me just say it again. Yeah, Goshen. I was like, oh, that's that Donald Lawrence song, and then it made me want to listen to it. So I was like, yeah. So it was just a simple or the simple thought that just ran past your head. Thank you. I saw a comment. Let me see what the Awesome Girl said. Oh, where's the scripture found? Genesis 45, 3 through 15. Genesis 45, 3 through 15 is where we are, where we are at today. Joseph was forgiven. Absolutely. He forgave his brothers. That was something I also noticed. I'm like, immediate though? But that's just me and the Lord problem. He and his brothers were strangers. Okay. Love covers a multitude of faults. That is so that was phrased really pretty. I like how that's phrased. Love covers a multitude of faults. That's so cute. Forgiveness, absolutely. I want to come back to that. I want to, but forgiveness, absolutely. He forgave his brothers immediately. Pretty much immediately. Joseph was concerned, about his father, not so much as to what his brothers did to him. Yeah, because if you continue on, chapter 48, and it's so nice. How his father ended up blessing all of them, and then you can see the relationship between his father and Joseph themselves. How his father was just so adamant on seeing Joseph one more time before he died. He was like, Lord, let me just see him one more time before I pass on. But yeah, Joseph was concerned about his father. Absolutely. Joseph showed forgiveness and love for his brothers. The power to forgive will deliver you. Absolutely. I like these answers. So let's continue on. let me get started with the lesson. Let me make sure it's nothing in there. Just as dreams came true. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. As we continue on to our lesson, we have Joseph and his family once again. This time, after years of being in Egypt, they finally meet again. But this time with Joseph's family coming and needed food due to famine in the land. Of course, someone just quickly throw out there, what is a famine? What does it mean to be in a famine? Do anybody know? And you don't have to type it out. You can say it out loud. But short on food. Yeah, when there's a shortage of food. Go ahead, Genesis. I'm sorry.
So what I think a famine is, it's basically where it's like the sun is really hot, and the sun is so hot that there's no food.
Absolutely. Where due to the heat, food cannot be produced through the ground. Where the ground is not at its fruitful position enough to produce food, right? Right. I like that one. She brought in a song. She was so okay. When there's feminists, when there's not enough food for the population. Absolutely. I agree. Um oh, oh, yes. I love that question. I will come back to that one. I know I will. But let's continue on. Right away, let's try to put ourselves in Joseph's shoes. Imagine after years of being tried, tested, and even challenged, of course, with God allowing it, but it's all because of your own family nonetheless. And you have to look at them face to face again. Excuse me. You have to look at them face to face. You have to see them again. How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel? Your brother's thrown you into a pit. You were sold once. You were sold twice. Like, that's not easy. Is your hand raised? Well, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know why, but I feel like it would take time for me to actually go back and talk to them again. So I'll have to sit there and think about, like, I know this is my family, but like this is what they did and this is what they allowed to happen to me.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Stefan said you'll feel betrayed. Absolutely. The people you know. Go ahead, Kyle.
Um, I would love to see my brothers again, but at the same time, I would still most likely hate them for what happened, even though it's a plus and a minus. You're now like in charge of everything,
Right.
but you still didn't want to be thrown in a pit, thrown into jail, and just it's really rough. So I would feel both hate and love at the same time.
Right. You will feel angry but also grateful. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I would probably wait a bit and then eventually go back and talk to them.
Yeah, I will have to lean towards that answer as well. Of course, someone in the yeah, I would be upset. However, we know we have to forgive. That would be me. I will look at you for a good minute. I have to pray. I have to pray to the Lord about it because what you did was trifling. That was wrong. That was so wrong. That was wrong. And I'll make you see that. I'll let you know. I'll let you know that was wrong because I'll be like, hi. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You really want to talk? Okay. Hi, how are you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then I would have to I would have to understand that it's okay to forgive. Yes. And I was gonna make this point. It's okay to have that initial, that means at first, to have that, I'm not talking to you because you threw me in a pit. Are you crazy? I was sold twice. I was in prison. And you think I'm finna we not buddy. Sit down somewhere. But we do have to, yeah, come on here. You cannot hold a grudge against anybody. That's something you can't do. You have to learn how to forgive. So the transitioning from, I'm gonna go sit at this table, you sit at that one, leave me alone. You can't hold on to that forever. And with Joseph, you saw he didn't. He was crying. He was crying. He was happy to see his brothers one more time. Whew, it was a lot. It's a lot to unpack. Let's see. Okay. In verse 3, let's start breaking it down. In verse 3, Joseph exposes his identity to his brothers, and they were shocked. Of course they were. The boy who we threw in the pit out of jealousy and hatred is the same person we're in front of right now, begging to. The boy who we threw in the pit out of jealousy and hatred is the same person we're in front of right now, begging to. This is why you have to be extremely careful with who you bully or degrade, because of what you got going on within yourself. Again, you have to be extremely careful with who you decide to bully or degrade or say mean things to, all because of your personal issues going on. We talked about it last week. Was it last week? It was last week, about bullying. That's a serious thing. Joseph was bullied by his brothers. Okay. We can say that. Can I say that here? Is that okay? He was bullied. Okay. Yeah. And sibling rivalry is something that I know personally really, really, really well. Okay. I have 4 other siblings. One just left. She went back to college. But 3 younger knuckleheads in this house. I know civil rivalry, okay? Because it's anyway. Let's skip past that, okay? But you never know how God uplifts people that He placed in your life, family members included. You don't know. You simply don't know, because they were ripping off his coat. Dad, we did everything we could to try to find him, but it seems as though he was eaten by beasts. It was like wolves came and they ate him. They tore him to shreds. This is all we got left, the coat. And it's like the same boy, the same boy who they threw in there. Good luck. Hope you find some. Oh, look. Hey. They going past. They look like they going into the Egypt. Hey, you want him? You can have him. You need extra hands. Here, let me give you him for some money. Yeah, bye. See you later. I know they were kickling and cackling as they saw him leaving, as they saw him they just sold him. I wonder how the brothers broke it to Jacob. Yeah. So they came back. He had the they dipped his coat into some like blood, animal blood, and they went back to Jacob and was like, Dad, he got eaten. He was destroyed, ripped to shreds by beasts. This is what we have left of him. I'm sorry. We did everything we could to try to fight him off. We all that you saw. No, I can't say that here. It was nothing bad, I promise. But so it was like we tried everything we could. I'm sorry. We tried, man. We tried, but of course it was a beast. It was like wolves, and so that's how they broke it to Joseph. And years. Oh, someone unmuted. Did someone have something to say? Or no? Okay. So years pass, and Jacob is still thinking, man, he really gone. Now, can anybody tell me why he was so, I don't want to say pressed, why he was so upset, so sad as to why Joseph was gone? Of course, that was his son. But go ahead, Genesis.
Well, Joseph's brothers tricked his father, so that's why his their father believed that that Joseph was gone because there are blood on the coat.
Yeah. So that's my own son. Go ahead, Kyle.
He was really mostly upset because he lost his favorite son, because that favorite son was from his favorite wife.
Right.
That she was barely able to birth. So, yeah.
Absolutely. You both are absolutely right. The son that I love, the son that I cherish the most. I was going to say, that whole thing, was that Jacob's fault? That Joseph had to go through that? It wasn't. I know God allowed it. Of course he did. But favoritism. Didn't we talk about that before? Didn't we talk about favorite? Anyway, so yes, absolutely. Rachel. Who is Rachel? Who is Rachel? Rachel. Does that ring a bell? Go ahead, Sophia.
Joseph's mom.
Yeah. Rachel. If you know the story of Jacob, you know Rachel and Leah. Rachel and Leah. Rachel was the woman Jacob wanted, but because of people being people, girls being girls, here come tender-eyed Leah. I was gonna call her bald head. Lord forgive me. Here come Leah. She like, let me sneak. So he ended up having to work 7 years. Was it 7? I believe it was 7 years for trying to get Rachel. All he didn't want no, like, this man, his heart was okay. He just wanted one person. He just wanted one person. Come on here. Absolutely. He just wanted one person. He just wanted Rachel. But then here come Leah. And then he had to end up working for both of them. And it was like, are you serious? But naturally, Jacob gravitated towards Rachel's children, Benjamin and Joseph, because that's the person he wanted to begin with. That's the person he wanted. So he had these other kids. It's like, yeah, okay, Joseph. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, I like Joseph. Joseph. Yeah. So you guys did. That was great. I like. That was right. That was great. That was the response was right. Ooh, my tongue is tired. Okay. Let's move on. In verses 4-8, Joseph is letting his brothers know everything. He acknowledges that God was in the mix when it came to how his brothers treated him. He said that God was behind it. He acknowledged, like, okay, yeah, you hurt me. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, I know you did. But God allowed it to happen. And I understand that. I know through your hatred, through you being envious of the relationship I have with my father, you guys indirectly led me up to this beautiful point I am right now. And God did that because through you guys, through the faults, I don't want to say faults, through the actions of others, you have helped put me in a position to where I needed to be, to help not only Egypt, but to help you. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me backtrack. Okay. We must know that with everything that happens, God knows. God knows. He understands and he allows. There's nothing that goes on in our life that God does not know about. Can everybody agree to that? There's nothing that goes on that God did not give his either stamp of approval for the devil to allow. Look at Job. Or simply like, okay, this morning, I don't know what happened this morning. My alarm was really loud. I was so mad. I was like, why is it so loud? And then my mom, she was asleep. I was like, I had to like slap my phone to turn it off. Like the smallest things. God allowed it because he knows I was up to like 2 a.m. trying to make sure that everything for today was right. Okay. Because Elder Payton would get so mad at me. The camera, the light is like here. It needs to be here. So I was making sure to the tippy tip because I knew that I'm just by myself today. So that alarm was loud. I was like, if one thing I don't like, don't wake me up. Let the Lord do it. Let the Lord wake me up in the morning. So the alarm was loud. I was like, ugh. Okay. I slept. I was like, okay, shh. But I knew that if that now that I know the alarm was not, I would have slept right through. So things happen for a reason. It was loud. It was blaring in my ear. I was like, it was so annoying. Anyway, but that's just to go and prove that the smallest alarm to the biggest plan, God knows, He understands, and He allows stuff to happen. Um, let me see. I'm trying not to get sidetracked. Okay, so don't question if God is there. So, God, are you even listening? Are you here? You know. So don't question it if He's there or if He can hear you or if He cares. Of course He does. If you're going through something, it's because He's either A, trying to get you to see Him in the situation you're in, or B, He's trying to position you in a place where there is mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual in that place. And you have to go through some things in order to get where He's trying to put you. Joseph mentioned that God sent him to be a remnant, I got that word, but
You're frozen.
But for right now, in verses 9 through 11, Joseph is requesting his father, like we mentioned earlier. He tells his brothers to go tell him that one, I'm alive. Look at that. Look at that. Yo, yeah. Go to Jacob. Tell him y'all lied. I'm here. Hi. Hi. I'm here. Don't go clarify that you guys lied. How messed up is that? With him wanting to bring his father to where he was, to Goshen again, they had to expose themselves. They had to expose. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm surprised that after all the years, like the brothers didn't feel like that they had to apologize or say anything. They had to be told by somebody else that what they did was wrong.
Absolutely. And it was like, it's one thing for someone else to do it, it's a whole nother thing when you have to do it. Sure, the act is wrong in general. There's no taking that away. What they did was utterly terrible, all because of you being jealous with your own personal self. Ask the Lord to clear your mind of that jealousy. Don't throw me, don't toss me to the side. Talk to the Lord about what you got going on in your head, to the point to where you're gonna sell me into slavery. Okay, no. And I'm sure they didn't even bat an eye. And this how you know they didn't bat an eye. They took the coat. they killed they killed an animal to really cover up their issue. How you sold your brother, your half brother. To me, half step, that shouldn't matter. If you are deemed a brother, you're a brother. No matter if it's a stepbrother, half brother, brother-in-law, brother and cousin. I don't know. People come up with new stuff every day. Brother and foot, brother and shoe. You're my brother nonetheless. And you sell me out of, oh, I'm so happy with this mind that I have that Joseph was the example and not me. Okay, let me just say that right now. I love the Bible because it teaches you so many things. It just teaches you. But anyways, I'm getting off track. Let's go back. Okay. But he tells his brothers to go and tell him that one, he's alive, and two, to let him know that he can stay with Joseph there at the palace, that there will be Goshen for him there. Does anybody know what Goshen means? I'm pretty sure we just talked about that earlier, but just to bring it back, Goshen. Anybody know the definition, the true, actual definition? You could look it up this time. It's okay. But I do have the definition in here. But anybody want to take a wild guess before you look it up? Think of the Donna Lawrence song. Yeah. Go ahead. I see your hand.
Is it is it like when you are trying to found it. Figure out something. No.
You're trying to figure out something. I don't want to. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was on another tab.
Is it a place? Land of Goshen.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. It says the land of Goshen is named in the Hebrew Bible as a place in Egypt given to the Hebrews by Pharaoh of Joseph, the land from which they later left Egypt as the time of the Exodus.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just told it. Thank you so much. Yeah. So the definition of Goshen, just for to throw it out there, just for additional information, is a land or place of plenty and comfort. There you go. It's a land of plenty and of comfort. So Joseph is like, Dad, hey, if you come over here, you're set. You're good. Like for life, for the rest of your life, you're straight. You ain't gotta ask for nothing. Bring your dog. Bring your aunt. Bring cousin JoJo. Bring Nene. Bring I don't know. Yeah, black people we come up with weird names. Like bring Mayman. Bring Pookie. Bring hey. Go bring everybody. Go bring your dogs. Go bring your cow, your cattle. Ain't nobody safe. Bring everybody. Bring everybody. Because you and your family, you gonna be straight. I'm over Egypt, man. You see the position to where I am, to where I control who gets food. Imagine being, especially like, okay, let me do this just right quick. I know I'm going off. We're in a pandemic. Hello, well, this is what, year 3, year 2, year 3, something like that. 3, man. Okay, man. Okay. So, and let's say this is our famine. Okay. The pandemic is our famine. And the student audience, you guys are Joseph. But in a sense, you guys are the ones controlling the food and where it goes. Okay? You guys are Joseph. And then let's say somebody was like really, really, really mean to you. Let's say somebody at school, okay? Okay. That person that just popped up in your head, think they came and they was like, oh my God, please, my family, we're so hungry. We just that'll make you go like, you coming to me? You asking me? You asking me for food? After you just said all that? No, couldn't be you. See, this is why I'm glad I was not Joe's. You, the girl who came and sat down at the cafeteria table, just going off at me and my cousin, me and my friend, me and my sister Danielle. You. No, girl, get out my face. Have a great night. Have a great one. Have a great, like, that would be so, that position is so powerful to where you control who eat and who don't. You're like a human vending machine. A human vending machine. You allow people to eat, and people, like, if you really read through Joseph, people sacrificed their land. People gave their land to eat. People gave their food to eat. People were willing to give themselves up just to eat. So they went to Joseph, please, we're so hungry. He was like, I see. So I'm gonna need your dog. Go run and get your dog. I'm gonna need that dog. Then yeah, you can get some food. Or he would, okay, here, how about this? You take that land you got, you know, that land. So here, go plant these. Go plant these. You keep a certain amount, but then you give one, what was it? It was either 1/5 or 1/4. Even one, you give that to Pharaoh. You give that to him, but you keep the rest. Now go feed your children. He was very intellectual, which is why he was put in that position in the first place. But I'm trying to break it down to where people can understand where we are at. But he told his father that he was going to provide Goshen for him. So all the food he wanted. Joseph, what? Who gonna stop Joseph from giving food to somebody? Who? He was in charge of it. That's how you know how high of a position he was at. Hello, it's Elder Peyton. Hi. So you know how high of a position he was at to where he would be like, oh, run that cattle. Give me your cattle. Then you can get some food. Oh, run that house. Give me your house. Then you get some food. Like, imagine you being able to do that. That just shows you how much God actually cared, how much God actually shaped Joseph to be where he's at now. To now he's face to face with his brother. Okay, he was telling his brothers to basically tell his father that because of his position in the palace, he was able to provide his father with anything he wanted. All he wanted was for him to just come to him. All he wanted, go get my father. Go get him. I don't tell him everything you see. Tell him everything I just told you. Hurry up. Quickly. Come on. You want a time limit. I want my dad. Go give me my dad. That's all he wanted. So, continuing on to verses 12 and 13. This was just Joseph reassuring his brothers that this wasn't some kind of joke. This wasn't a game. Yeah, hey, I'm snatching off that little beard thing that he always got going on. Hey, I'm snatching it off. Psych, it's not me. I'm actually just a random servant in the thing posing as your brother because he told me about y'all. No, he was like, psych, there's no psych in this. There's no he, just kidding. This wasn't a game. This was really him. He said that Benjamin could see for himself. Again, as we know, Benjamin is his actual brother. Everyone else was his half brother. So naturally, his connection with Benjamin would be a bit stronger since they came from the same mother, which is why that was like, okay, so Benjamin can see from himself. I'm telling you, Benjamin, he can tell you too. Because again, their relationship, they were both from Rachel. As Kyle and Genesis helped, they both from Rachel. We get it. We understand. I'm not trying to make it seem like y'all slow. I promise. Because it's just for me to make sure that I'm correctly portraying the story to you guys. I know we've been through this a lot, but bear with me. At this moment, he told his brothers to go and get his father and tell him what happened and to hurry back, but very much quickly. To me, he was clearly excited. He was so excited to have his brothers back in his life. He was happy to have the chance to see his father, and he was expecting all to be well. Can we all agree to that? Can we? Because he was like, okay, now look again, once again, tell him what I just told you. Go get him quickly. I'm giving you 10 minutes. Go quick. Of course, it didn't take 10 minutes, but I'm just trying to make sure you guys get it. But at the end of the day, Joseph knew that because of God, all of this happened. Of course, he went through some stuff for being sold, not once, but twice. I wasn't putting up 5, I promise, twice. He was sold by his brothers and found himself in Egypt. Then he was sold to Potiphar. He was tried by the same man he was sold to, his wife. Do anybody remember her name? What's her name? I'll give you a hint. Started with a Z. Do anybody remember her name? I'm going to give it away in 5, 4. Anybody remember her name? 3, 2. Genesis is just laughing at me. 1. Zulika. Wait. Yeah, there go Kyle. Good job. You said it. You press enter the same time I said it. So you're good. Zulika. I don't know. I told you I butcher names. Is it Zulika or Zui? I butchered, dang. But yeah, that is how you spell it. But Zulika, her name was Zulika. That name sound bad. Not like that, but it sounds like somebody that's funny. There's somebody that's gonna do something. But God knew. Yeah, This is literally, this is the lesson. Joseph knew God was in control. Okay. I'm gonna explain. I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta hurry up because we do have a Kahoot at the end. But I'm sure he was wrestling with his own mind as well. So not only did he have to go through being sold, getting tried by the wife, being put in the prison, I'm sure the enemy was talking to him too. And you want to follow God. And you want to sit there and be faithful to him. And you down here stuck in this prison while that cup holder, the cup bearer, and the other person, I forgot. I'm trying to remember the movie. But and they out there living their best life. You still stuck in here. And you what? You want to be a remnant? Sure. Go for it. You know how the enemy is. You know how he gives those subtle, like, oh, is that what you want to do? Are you sure? Then it make you question everything. It makes you question everything. You be like, am I sure? Is this what I want? And that's why people fall out, because their faith is not strong. But Joseph's faith was strong to where he was able to withstand everything that just happened to him. Literally everything. I bring this up to say that with all of that going on, God still had his hand in Joseph's life. He was still in control. And I want you to know that he's in control of your life as well. You might not be going through the exact same stuff Joseph went through, but some of you might be going through, aside from the pandemic, of course. God is still in control. He has always been in control of everything that has and will happen to me, to you, and to us all. So trust in him. Trust in him. Know that he's with you. Understand that he's not going to let you go through things that you cannot handle. What's that song? It's by Kirk Franklin. He'll never put more on me than I could bear. You know, that, yeah. He's not going to do, he is so amazing to where he knows, okay, Genesis, she can handle this. Mike, nah, she can't handle that. So I'm gonna give this to Genesis and see if she can do it. I'm not gonna give it to Micah because I know I'm fixing her attitude. She got an attitude. I'm fixing her attitude. She got an attitude problem. She's not okay. No, I'm kidding. But Micah is not fit to go through this, but Genesis is, but Kyle is, but Rosa Anderson is. Okay. So I can test him there. I can test her there. I can't do that to him. I can't do that to her because I know how much she can bear, which is why it would be so great to just trust him because he knows, he understands. Okay, this might be a bit of a stretch, but I'm pretty sure she can handle this. I know she can handle this. I know my daughter, I know my son, they can go through this. It might hurt. I know it will hurt, but I'm trying to do this to put them in a position to where we can move higher. We can think bigger. We can do bigger. We can do more. Because if she stays here, this is not going to be well. This is not going to be good if she just remains in this spot for the rest of her life. Imagine, what grade are you in? Let's just throw it out there. You come off me. What grade are you in?
6th grade.
6th.
4th grade. 8th grade.
7th.
grade.
So 4th, 6th, 7th.
8th.
Okay. So you just named your grade. Dang. Okay. So, maybe if I can put a pandemic in their life, maybe if I just slide this on in there, I'ma see if this 5th grade, I see someone in the comment section saying 5th grade. I'ma just see 6th grade. Okay. So you guys are so cute. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to just slide that on in there. I'm going to slide this pandemic in there. Have everyone learn like this. Have everybody learn. Have everybody work another 5th grade. Have everyone work like this. Sure, some grades are just going to have to suffer. Some people just going to be asleep while physics is going on. Some people going to be asleep during U.S. history, physics, and then what was my third period? Spanish. Some people just going to sleep through all 3 at one time. Some people going to have 20 absences in the first period alone. Like, it was like 26. I was asleep, okay? I'm sorry. It was just the adapting part. It was hard for me to adapt to change. I was so used to getting up in the morning, crying, mentally preparing myself to get to school. I woke up ready to go home. I woke up, man, I just want to go home. I didn't even leave the bed. I didn't even leave the bed. This is how bad it is. I wake up at 5 a.m. From 5 to 6, I'm praying and asking the Lord to give me strength to go to school. I give myself an extra hour to pray to Lord, please. Is this something that you really want me to do? Lord. No, it's just me being me. I'm just that extra kind of person. 5th grade. Yeah, another 5th grader. You guys are so tiny. Okay, so it's just all of that. But I bring all of your grades up to say that the pandemic was something God put in our life, not only as a wake-up call for some people. For some people, it was a wake-up call. Like, hey, what you doing? What what you doing? What you think you're doing? Waking up every morning doing the same thing over. Or maybe for some, it was a motivational kind of thing. Oh, well, now I can stay home. Now I can clean the kitchen more. Yeah. Now, since I'm always in my room, it'll help me make sure that my room always clean. Maybe it was, man, I know I'm tired of only seeing my brothers when something happened to the Wi-Fi box. I know. They will only peek their head out when they be like, Dad, what happened to the Wi-Fi? What happened to the Wi-Fi? And Elder Payton would be like, I turned it off. Come outside, get a breather, relax for a minute. So things like that. The pandemic is something we can bear. Obviously, we've been bearing it for 3 minutes. I wish 3 years. So things like that. God is not going to put you in a position. God's not going to put you in a situation. He's not going to put you with people. He's not going to put you with people where you can't bear it. I know it's like people, but yes, even people. Joseph, his brothers. He put him in a position to where he could bear it. He could bear everything that happened to him. Let me jump back. Okay. Let's take a moment and look at the title of our lesson. God preserves a remnant. I asked a series of questions earlier on in the presentation asking, what do you thought the words preservation and remnant meant? To give an overall definition of them both, even though we already said the definition and all of this beautiful stuff. Preserving, or to preserve, means to maintain something to its original or existing state. Okay. A remnant is a small remaining quantity of something, but I want you to take a listen to this definition. A remnant can also mean a small minority of people who will remain faithful to God and so be saved. A remnant can also be a small minority of people who will remain faithful to God, and so be saved. Joseph. Notice how in verse 7, he said, God sent me on ahead to pave the way and make sure that there was a remnant in the land to save your lives in an amazing act of deliverance. The definition, a small minority of people who remain faithful to God and so be saved. So, wait. You mean to tell me, Joseph, remnant. Bear with me as I go through this in my head as I try to deliver it out to you guys. I began to think when I ran across those definitions. Joseph, his brothers, God, preservation, relationship, preservation. Joseph, remnant. I'm going to say it again. Joseph, his brothers, God, preservation, relationship, preservation. Joseph, remnant. Joseph was the remnant God was preserving, not only for the land of Egypt, but for his brothers. Once again, the definition: a small minority of people who remain faithful to God and so be saved. Right? Not only was Joseph for the remnant for the land of Egypt, but for his brothers, for his family. Look at how he quickly forgave them. Look at how he was telling his brothers he knew it was because of God that they did it, and to not be upset with themselves. Through God, he was mending and preserving the relationship he has had with his brothers. Sure, it was not all sunshine and rainbows. Absolutely not. We all know that. But what if Joseph acknowledged his brothers in a completely different way? Listen, so instead of being the excited, happy guy he would be cold, mean, and angry, and very much vengeful. Imagine he saw them and was like, that evil, that evil hero, aka the villain. Okay, that's what I'm trying to look for. The villain laugh. The I can't do it because I'm too much of a silly person to do it accurately. But he's sitting there laughing. They really think I'm finna sit here and help them after they did this to me. Is this what they think? Is this what they are thinking? Imagine he did that rather than, oh, my brother's my crying, happy. Go get my dad. Go get dad, man. We finna have a party. I'm finna take you out of Goshen. We finna chill. We finna, I don't know. I don't know what their party will look like. Go ahead.
I feel like if he was like that, like this whole time, he wouldn't have as much as he did. So if his spirit was like that and his energy was like that before, he wouldn't be where he was.
Absolutely. You bring up the point I'm finna make up next. But Kyle in the comment, he said he could have just killed him then and there for revenge. And he had the ability to do so. I'm sure with how high of a position he was in, he had guards. I know he would have sat back on that little throne thing. I can't sit back now. I'll go all the way back there, but he'll sit back and be like, "Get him. Get him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to see you. You guys did this to me." Go ahead.
I feel like God wouldn't have brought his brothers back if he was going to have that reaction.
Simple as that. Because God knows your heart. He knows motives. He knows all of that different kind of stuff. And I'm so over time. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me quickly speed up. I'm literally done. But not only would that completely destroy their relationship, but it will also blind the brothers of God and how he protected Joseph. It would have made Joseph's life almost meaningless in the family sense. I say that because, yes, amen. I say that because let's say that he was like, oh, absolutely not, no, get out my face now, or guards, get him, throw him in that same dungeon that I was in, put him in there. And then the brothers, I don't know. I was wrestling with it, but it seemed they were sorry. They were sorry. Let me stop. They were sorry, and because they were like, if you know the story, he put a like a really really fancy cup thing. I don't know, a cup in one of their bags with the food, and it was like, No, I'm sorry. That we ain't nobody. I didn't take it. They didn't take it. I promise. Just listen. Nobody took it. I promise. We did not steal. And all that different kind of stuff. All that stuff. So it was a lot. It was a lot. But imagine he had that negative attitude. The brothers would never saw God. God, yeah, a goblet thingy. That's I'm gonna call it a goblet thingy. So they would have never saw God because for me, if I did all of that to somebody and then no, God, don't worry about it. Don't feel sorry. God did this. Sure, what you did was bad. What you did was terrible. Downright mean. But don't worry about it because I know God, he was behind it at the end of the day. He was out. He was all in it. I know. It's okay. It's okay. Opening the door for them to see God, like, whoa, he forgave me like that. Maybe his God is up to something. Not like they didn't know, but God was using Joseph to show himself to his brothers. He was a minority who would stay faithful to God. God took his chosen remnant through challenges to help build his faith. He was preserved to be a blessing out unto everyone, literally everybody in Egypt. A blessing to Egypt, but also a blessing to his family. Now, if you go look, there are many ways you can apply the different definitions of preservation and the remnant. Oh, okay. That scared me. There's many different ways where you can apply the definition of preservation and remnant to Joseph's story. But it was so many different ways I could have went with it. But Sister Bonita Jones, can you tell me what you mean? I see you say set an unless you're telling to set an example. But it was so many different ways you can go about it. I'm done talking. Okay. I'm sorry. I know it's an hour where I'm 15 exactly. Well, not no more, but 15 minutes over. So if there was anything, any questions, any comments, any concerns that anyone has to what I have said, I can gladly express or answer or anything like that. But if not, we can definitely get into our Kahoot. If not, okay, it's Kahoot time. Everyone, please go get your tablets, phones, iPads, Samsung, whatever you got. No discrimination here. So just go get your devices and come back. We're gonna have a good old Kahoot time. Just a review of a few things. Just a review of a few things. This Kahoot will kind of be general, because I want to see where you guys are. Like I always say, just to see, because some of these questions are geared towards the beginning of the story. Some of this is geared towards like just the background. So it's a lot of different stuff. And if it can act right, oh no. Kyle is still moving, so I see life behind it, but on my screen it's not responding. Oh no. Can you guys still hear me? Can Kyle, can you wave? You can see me. Okay, so I can. It's just my screen is frozen. Oh no. Let me Why are you doing this? Okay. Can everyone see and hear me? Okay, cool. I don't know what happened. The laptop was just like you thought you doing a Kahoot. So I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna see if I can do it. I don't want to do it from my phone. I'm gonna have to like pick it up. It's gonna be so unprofessional. It's gonna look really nice. So what I'm gonna do is, but what I will do is I'll find a way to post the Kahoot and then I'm gonna make it to like an assignment. You know you can do that. Rather than just playing it, you can like assign it. Why am I still using this like it's hooked up to my phone? I don't know. But so just like just for that reason. But other than that, if there was no other questions, comments, concerns, I am finished. I do thank the opportunity from Elder Peyton for allowing this to go forth with me. I know I'm one to talk. I talk a lot, okay? But if there's nothing else, let me see. There's no comment. Thank you. Someone said she'll be back shortly. If there was nothing else, we can wrap up. I mean, unless you guys want me to try to do the Kahoot on the laptop one time, like it just completely just stopped. It was so weird. It ain't nothing. I can try to log in again. I can try one more time. But other than that, wait, so are you guys willing to stay? Or we can bruh. I didn't even say bruh, but I promise you, you guys can leave. Okay? I am not one to keep you here. Somebody said no Kahoot. Okay. So if not, student audience, what do you guys want? I'm telling you, it's up to you.
Kahoot.
Kahoot.
Y'all want to do the Kahoot? Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me to do the technical difficulty. I think I just have to move my phone just to the side a little bit. I think I can join back from the. Oh. Yes. Okay. Let me. Okay. No. Excuse me.